Hey guys, it's So Cool Tiff. So, this is going to be a diabetes related video. It's going to be mostly reflecting back on the about 5 years of diabetes I've had. My 5-year diaversary will be on the 10th of July, so that's in 11 days. And I kind of wanted to reflect back on the memories, because, face it, 5 years is a very long time. I was diagnosed at the age 10. Nobody could really tell what it was at first. My symptoms, majorly, was the drinking, the bathroom trips, a lot. Even in 4th grade, during the OAT testing. And that's not a good thing. I couldn't help it. The barely eating, that's one of mine. I would eat very little, and I'd stop, and my parents would want to kill me. I was very skinny. I was 50 pounds, and you could see bones that you should not have to be seeing, especially my ribs and my arm bones too. And I don't really know. I just had a lot of symptoms, and right before I was taken to the doctor to get testing, I broke out in a huge rash. I didn't know why I was breaking out in a rash. I was afraid. All I could see were bumps everywhere, so it really takes a toll on a little 10-year-old kid. But I was diagnosed. At first, it was really funny, but at the same time, I felt bad for that poor nurse. She came in at first and told me I was type 2. And then a little bit later came in apologizing, telling me I was type 1, because I didn't know what the difference was. I was 10. I barely knew about diabetes. And after that, I got to watch my mom give herself a shot, all this, and my mom's been one of the most supportive people during this time. And me, like all diabetics, had to go through the sugar-free candy stage. And I'll tell you one thing, there is some sugar-free candy that is god-awful. In the hospital, they tried giving me sugar-free vanilla pudding, but I hated it with a passion. Because there's just some things you cannot replace sugar in, and one of those is pudding. I'm sorry. I went through a very healthy stage, very spot on with my carbs. I would still spike highs, and I would just take care of it. Then I got to the stage to where I was self-conscious, because I felt, which kind of was true, like every time I'd spike too high, I would get in trouble, which my dad did have tendencies to yell at me. And it did put a lot of pressure on me, because I can't be perfect all the time. With diabetes, you can't just be in the perfect 100s or perfect 80s, and it's not existent. It's not even true. So I was put on a lot of pressure when I was 11, which partly made me end up back in the hospital for DKA. I was in there for 5 days. I was miserable the whole time. Partly because the day before I entered the hospital, I spent that whole 24-hour time span vomiting. I don't know about you or your parents, but I probably should have ended up in the hospital a lot earlier than, oh yeah, it's 10 in the morning, you've been throwing up for 24 hours, and you can't eat now? There's something wrong with that. And it scared me. I still have a little bit of pressure on me. That's why I don't really tell my dad about my numbers. But on the other side, it got me to where I was controlling myself better. Because I don't want to disappoint anyone. And when I was 13, I met a really good guy. And I'm still with him now. His name's Nathan. Him and his family are the most supportive people I know, because their family has a history of type 2. I'm probably the first type 1s they've encountered. There may be another, but I don't know. his family, really a really nice family. They're always trying to make sure I'm okay, and I love them. They've helped me a lot through this, and it helped me through the rest of it, because there's a lot of times where I was so high I wanted to scream, and I was so low I could barely walk anymore. It makes me at sometimes really miss my parents when they have to work. But through the whole 5 years, I have grown tremendously. My weight grew over 50 pounds, so I'm in the 100s. I'm normal. I'm going to be a sophomore in high school. I'm still surviving with it. And that's what you have to tell yourself every day. You just have to survive. Yes, it may not be cancer, but at the same time, it's important to me. It's my whole life now. And I guess I have my best friend. And this baby is my pump. I've been on the Animus for about 4 years. I went through a year of shots and then a year of the 4 years of the pump, which hasn't been a full 4 years yet until the 10th, which is really weird considering I never thought it would be spaced out that way, but it was. And it's been an adventure with this thing. I have wanted to break it so many times. I've only had to replace it once. I don't know how long I've had this one, but it's already beat up. And my warranty's going to expire soon, so I can get a different one. Which I'm debating on getting a color change, which I don't think I want to. I might, if I'm allowed. So if you see me with a different pump color, that's why. Nothing in my life's really changed. Just to let you guys know that. Yes, I have went from eating bags and bags of chips in one sitting, chubby me, before I stopped eating that much, to getting more healthy. But I'm normal. I've had a normal life. I've been in choir. I've been taking Spanish. I've been trying to get into higher level science classes. But because of the whole school change, it's kind of impossible. And I'm just trying to live my life like a normal person would. Besides the fact that I have a walking IV on me. Kind of. That's what I kind of consider it as. Thank you for watching. If you're able to share your diabetes story, I would gladly appreciate it. And believe me, we are all looking to cure it, so all these poor little kids don't have to suffer. And all these little people who were diagnosed before I was don't have to suffer. I'm honestly glad I was diagnosed when I was. Because, believe me, right before that, my parents got divorced. I don't know how I'd be able to handle it with diabetes and a divorce at the same time. So, thanks for watching. Comment, rate, subscribe. Thank you.